So, I know it's Thursday, and I'm sorry because this week is just crazy as hell, and it's like all my professors decided, hey, it's the week after spring break, so let's just give 10 tons of homework, and let's throw a presentation that nobody really thought about do this week as well. So, yeah, there's that. I'm sorry, guys. But this week's topic is talking about drag. This week is not anything special for my campus, at least, because I know Leo said this was his LGBT Pride week or whatever, and it's just a normal week for us. But for me personally, I could never do drag. I mean, there's always the possibility that it could eventually happen one day, but I just feel like I wouldn't ever feel comfortable enough doing drag due to my transition, just because it's like I transitioned to get away from that, and I don't know, just I couldn't enjoy doing drag. I would never know until I try, but I have this deep gut feeling that I wouldn't. But I have a deep respect for the drag community. It definitely does take a lot of guts to put yourself out there to do any of it. Actually, it's insane, really, how much you guys do, and it's kind of inspiring, but at the same time it's like terrifying. Like, I don't know if I'm really making sense, but to me it kind of makes sense. But my entire view on it, like, I have actually had experience with one drag show. It was last semester, and my RAs were trying to get people involved with each other on the hall and the building in general, just trying to get us to interact because we don't really intermingle that much, and they're always planning little events and stuff, but so they were like, oh yeah, let's do a drag show, and it was really cool at first because I got there while they were still setting up. They went full out. They did a runway with lights and everything, even granted it was just Christmas lights, but it was still cool. They had fucking just everything decorated. There was free food, and it was a good time until the show actually started, or the performers started showing up, and I knew from a couple of them that this was just going to become the biggest mockery kind of thing I could imagine. It was out of 10 performers, I guess, it was one person. And Michael, I appreciated. He actually went out of his way. He actually attempted to look like a drag queen. But everybody else, it was just a biggest mockery kind of thing ever. And it was it was 70-30 for drag queens versus drag kings. Yeah, we had 2 girls, and then the rest were guys doing drag queen. And I don't even know, I was there with 2 other trans guys, and it just, I'm pretty sure we all just felt so insulted, even though we're not drag performers. It's just that it's the similarity between drag queens and drag kings and the trans community. We're just so close in a way. I mean, we're kind of this close from being the same thing, and we just felt severely insulted. Most of us, we stayed for as long as we could, bear it, but we ended up leaving, and it was just such an insult, really. which makes me terrified to even go to an actual drag show, because that was not a drag show. That was just mockery. I imagine I would have a great time in an actual drag show, but it's just from that one experience, it just kind of, yeah. But anyways, I should be on time next week. This week is just so busy. Sorry guys, I literally rolled out of bed and I was like, shit, I didn't make my video. So yeah, I will be on time next week. I am not nearly as busy next week, that I'm aware of at least, so I will make sure my video is on time next week. So I will see you guys. Bye guys.